live on the air. One of the
That
ladies,
is-
she almost had it. Oh, she had a fit. Was she yelling at him? I don't watch The View, but I read this thing about it.
funny.
You know?
I didn't hear
Yeah.
about that. I don't watch it either. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
bad.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
God.
Not cool.
or in the past, when you're doing computer stuff, it's like you're doing the obvious, when you're doing your passwords and stuff, you got to be sort of creative, right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
Ugh.
Can't
I
just,
could
Kathy,
teach a
you have to
class.
You
yeah.
have to change your password often. Kathy, do you have to change your password
Oh, yeah.
often?
So for work, it's every 90 days.
Yeah, for
Oh,
work, they do have you
not
do it
too
every
bad.
30 to
Yeah.
90 days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I hated
What's
that.
funny? They've changed the standards on that, and you're not supposed to change your password any more often than you should.
Mhm.
You absolutely need to.
Hey, which,
Changing it often does you very little security-wise.
well, yeah, and then we have like dual security things to get into my computer. I'm like, why can't I just keep the same password? It makes no sense,
Mhm.
I know, right?
And then try to think of a password. Oh, you use that password already. It's like,
Already, I know, right? And you got like 9 already, and you're like, now
Yeah.
what?
yeah,
It's because too many companies go, well, we did all this 10 years ago. Let's just use those protocols. And they don't think to themselves, these protocols may have
Yeah.
changed. I need to turn some stuff off because I just realized I have way too much stuff running on my computer right now. And it's going, I don't think I need to run on.
And sometimes when they give you a password, it's XYZ, all kind of numbers. I would never remember that. And they
No.
tell you not to. So I put my own in, which is very simple. And anybody could hack it, but at least I'll remember it, you know?
Simple is
they
bad,
don't
though,
know
too. Like,
XYZ and Z and
Simple.
then numbers and symbols. And I'm not using that. I'd never
Tell you
get
what.
it.
later on, Katie will do a bonus class on how to do a creative password you can remember and other people won't guess. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
There'll be
Yeah.
you have to. It's $5 donation to the channel, and that gives you the class. Okay.
That sounds worthwhile.
What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh yeah, which one's the gentleman?
A gentleman might be watching. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, right now we got
You never know.
Cynthia and Jan kind of going, oh, they're just talking. And
Oh.
Cynthia, just
What's
use
new?
the Google generated password and save them. There you go.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
works.
That works.
Probably
Then you
Untimely
have to be-
Resurrection. There we go.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. It's Untimely Resurrection. We're on episode 5 of season 2. And we were sort of talking, a lot of people don't generally like this season because I feel like it moves a little slow. That's my opinion until we get back to Scotland. And that's
Scotland, yeah.
Jackie is agreeing on that one.
Yeah.
But quite a bit does happen in these slow moving episodes.
A lot does happen.
Absolutely.
I don't
Absolutely.
like this season just because a lot of stuff happens, but I don't like this episode per se. Just because
Ah,
what
Well,
transpired.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the
So-
most exciting episode of all the Outlanders. It would be on the bottom of being very exciting, you know?
No, but
Um,
it's the the kind of the
I mean, the biggest,
They're
I think
very-
the biggest part was when in the garden when they met, what's this, Jack Randall.
yeah,
And,
really, the only interesting stuff happens in the last 10 minutes.
In the last 10 minutes, I agree.
Yeah,
I told my
I
husband,
kind of
I
agree
said,
with
I
that.
don't think we'll be talking for 2 hours tonight, honey. This is going to be a short one.
Yeah, this one's not as exciting.
and,
Yeah,
I'm afraid I forget because I watched the other two. So I have to watch that. I don't
Okay.
include the other two
We're
in with this one.
we're
I couldn't stop
starting with-
watching it.
We're starting with Jamie and Marta getting released from the Bastille.
and he's
And
coming
we're
back home.
ending with Jamie saying, don't touch me,
Don't touch me.
because she just made him make a
Oh.
promise that he doesn't want to keep.
He doesn't
But
want
he
to do
got-
it.
Oh, it was that party that turned into a brawl.
That
Right.
was last episode.
That was last
Yeah.
episode.
right. So this is the
This is right after it happens when he comes home.
Yes.
And that's why he was arrested, and that's why they came. And why were they having that party?
to prove that
For
the prince was a dodo.
The nut job.
yeah.
for from Sandringham to meet him and to let everybody see what a dodo
yeah,
he
for,
is.
for all of society to really get a good idea of who the prince is.
Right.
And so no one would help him. So no one,
Exactly.
they didn't want anybody
And
to give him
right,
money.
and to expose Louise to
Being
that she's
pregnant.
pregnant, that she's carrying his baby, and
Correct.
Yeah.
doc-
Mhm. Mhm.
Correct.
That
Correct.
would've been hell. Well, you know what? I don't know if it was so much to expose Louise, because that would mess up Louise. And I don't think Claire was out to do that. But spending 10 minutes of a trying to be intelligent conversation with the prince will tell you that an intelligent conversation is extremely difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
The actor, I can't remember his name, does a great performance though as Charles. Yeah.
Oh,
Andrew
Gower.
Thank you.
Gower, yeah.
Yeah.
And when he's not dressed up, he doesn't look like him at all. You know, when
he really.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
And I assume he's not as idiotic either. So we're gonna go.
No, yeah.
He's a musician, right? Isn't he a musician?
He's the one.
Yeah, he's a musician.
He's in a rock band or something. He plays music or something.
Yeah, he's got his own band. Yes.
Yeah. So, but he's great in the role. He really is.
He is fantastic. No, I like when Jamie comes back. He finds Claire and Fergus have been up all night, or Fergus is asleep, which is just adorable.
So cute, yeah.
But yeah, we've been up all night, and they kind of discuss the situation at hand.
Yep.
And what has happened. I feel so bad the entire time. I'm like, and the plan was this close to working.
Yeah.
And then Claire tells him that the king left with the comp. Was that what happened?
The prince left with the comp. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jamie goes, "Oh, that can't be good." He goes, "That can't be two of them collaborating, you know." And that. So yeah, that wasn't a good part.
Yeah.
It very much leads to other bad parts in this episode going forward. Pardon me. But yeah, that's. It's like poor Prince too. I again do kind of feel bad for the prince because he's just trying to make his dad happy.
Yeah.
And he's thwarted at every turn because he thought he had backed up money, and then he doesn't have the backing money, but there's a plan to get the backing money, but I'm getting ahead of myself. They're talking again about the assault on Mary, and Mary does play a nice part in this episode as well.
Right.
But Marta and Jamie kind of are
having a conversation when he's.
Yeah, because Murtaugh feels kind of like a failure. You know, he wasn't there to protect Mary and Claire when he should have, and he's like, "You couldn't have because you were outmanned." You know.
He said you were outnumbered. Yeah. He said, "Well, I'm going to get him," and Jamie said, "Be on him. Keep watching," because they think it's a cop that did this. And it's not.
They're extremely sure, and it is that line too where Marta says, "I'm going to get my revenge and lay it at your feet."
Lay vengeance in front of your feet. That kind of happens later, which is awesome.
It's fantastic. You know,
it literally does fall at his feet.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great episode. That's comes later, but it's good.
Yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah.
We're way ahead of ourselves on that.
Yeah, I know. Zip it up, Diana.
A little bit of foreshadowing there, yeah. Like that.
But it is sort of sad. You feel bad for Marta because he feels bad. He feels like he failed, but I completely agree with Jamie. There was nothing more he could do.
Yeah, he was out. There's nothing he could do.
Yeah.
And the whole bottom line is it could have been a lot worse too. They could have gotten there, you know, and what they would do with her. So they said that LeBlanc, what was that? What happened?
Madame Blanche.
Yeah.
And they ran away when they saw it was her. They ran away. I think
that is a funny moment too when Jamie reveals to Claire why they called her.
You what?
Yeah. After I almost got hung as a witch, you went back and did that.
Yeah.
The way she says that.
France,
Great, thanks.
Not Scotland, and so he's hoping there's a little more leeway. The one thing though is cool is that his lie gets back to, and I'm going to get ahead of ourselves, gets back to the king. And the king doesn't look down on her for it because she's well known to practice, and she says it herself. She practices white magic.
Right.
She says it like it's.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting ahead too. I think the king was fascinated with her, with Claire.
Oh, totally. We see that in this episode later on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. And she proves them right too. She does. She lives up to her fascination or whatever.
I'm starting to get really excited about the Comte's face with the necklace. So we're going to stop and go to Mary. Claire is going to go visit Mary. Poor
Mary's.
Mary. You know what? When she's writing her statement out and they show the picture of her face, I want to give props to the makeup artist.
Yep.
Because
Mhm.
I'm looking at that going, oh man, that's got her. Oh wait, that doesn't hurt. That's makeup. I was like, that looks terrible.
Yeah, it
And
did.
oh, just like you, and even I love how they cast this actress too, because even when she stands up next to Claire, she's supposed to be considered a grown woman for the time. But
Right.
the height difference lets you know
Tiny.
she's a kid. It just reminds you
She
of
looks
that.
a little
Yeah,
bit-
she is
Very young.
still very young and sort of naive.
Very.
And that's another theme with this episode. All it is Claire trying to
Sticking her nose.
make sure Frank gets born. That's the
Yeah,
whole-
I didn't
that's
like
what-
that
that's
part.
all she's worried about.
Yeah.
Frank has
All
to
she's
get
worried about.
born.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was
And
so
she doesn't
sweet.
realize how it turns out, how it twists.
She'll figure it
She
out.
thinks,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Well, we all do, if when Alex dies. But of course, I'm getting ahead of myself again.
Yep.
So,
And,
all right.
and I thought it was sweet that poor Mary, she's going, am I going to have a baby now? And Claire's got to say, well, he didn't finish.
She's like,
Yeah, she says that. Yeah.
I think she kind
I
of
don't know
really,
if Mary knows what she means by that.
yeah.
I don't
No.
either.
Well,
I don't think she knows
well,
what she means by that.
I was wondering how she knew that. How?
Well, I think she knows enough about that part, but I don't think she really knows what she means by finish.
I think
Yeah.
she needs Claire. Well,
Knows what that means,
Diane,
exactly.
if memory serves, generally
Yes.
when a gentleman finishes, there are noises or faces or indications of some sort that things are
No. Snoring.
finished.
Done. Yeah.
I just thought this wasn't your normal,
Interesting.
Yes, it wasn't the normal thing. Everybody was running around and racing around and screaming and hollering, and Murtaugh got hit. And so I was just wondering how she, to all the
Well,
chaos.
she was right next to Mary when the assault was taking place.
Was she?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I mean, he
I
barely
didn't
got
read
in.
it. Yeah.
I don't know how to
I
put
forget.
this, and I'm so sorry for praising it this way. He barely got in there
Mhm.
before it was done. And I do
Before it was-
apologize for the phrasing. It's not. I just
And no,
mean,
Claire was able to pull the guy off of Mary.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
you know,
so that's and
Yeah.
who pulled her off? Murtaugh? He did.
No,
it?
No,
No, because Murtaugh was on the ground.
it
Claire
That was
pulled-
Claire pulled her off.
Yeah, Claire
pulled
pulled
him
her
off.
off.
Claire did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also going to be talking about episode 4. And
We're going
8
back.
and 6, whatever. heck.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
back.
But so we kept she does this, but she's shown herself a friend to Mary, and that's why later on Mary gets very upset about
Mhm.
feels like a betrayal. But Mary's just so thankful for Claire. She's brought herbs to help ease pain, and she's really dedicated to the care of this kid, which
Mhm.
I
Right.
appreciate.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Jamie and the Prince are having a chat.
Having a chat. Well, I'm looking at right now. Having a chat.
Having a
Look
chat.
how he always holds up his cup because he always wants him to fill stuff. Have you noticed that throughout this whole thing? Every time you see the dude,
He's like
got a cup holding
entitled.
up for him to fill something with.
He's
That's
entitled
hilarious.
to have drink.
And he
He
wants
never
the best
asks. He
stuff.
just holds the cup up like that's
He
expected. You know
says,
what I
"Let
mean?
me have your best." He has, and Jamie goes, "Okay." He
Hilarious.
has
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
He doesn't say, "Would you have? Do you mind
Nope.
if we?" No.
You
Nope,
Go
none of
get
them.
this and
Get
serve
that.
me.
Serve
Give
me.
me the best stuff you have. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm worth it, like he's
Oh
Oh my
worth it.
God.
He's more entitled, I think.
That's
Yeah.
royalty for
That's
you,
what he
though.
Well,
feels like.
he's the-
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
What could
And
I tell
especially
you?
when he always has to kiss his hand, it's just like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
I know, right? Bow all
Yeah.
the time, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh
had
my
a
goodness.
boyfriend do that to me once,
Ugh.
and I broke up with him right away. I was like, "That is the creepiest damn thing." Anyway, but anyway, so the prince has realized he's lost his backing, but he has this brilliant plan. This is where Saint Germain comes in. He's gonna have the ship,
He's
the prince is gonna help him get the money to get a new ship,
got
and
a
then they're
back-
going to go sell the stuff, and then
Sell
the
the wine.
profits will be split, and
Yep.
they'll start to have money to back
Money.
up the battle, the war that they want to take back the throne.
Dude,
Um,
yep.
It's a brilliant plan. All manner of faces are made by Sam through this scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to be, yep, I am so for this. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell he's not happy. He's like,
Yeah. And then he told he has to sit with the cop and have a conversation with him and talk to him and arrange this whole thing. But he was a trooper. He was a trooper. He said he would do it and everything. He agreed to do it.
And that's bad enough, but the conversation with he and the Bonnie Prince, every time Jamie seems to have something to add to it that might cause a problem, the prince has a damn answer.
Answer for it, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And
while holding his cup.
By holding his cup, yeah. Spill more, thanks.
Yeah.
Doesn't even taste thanks. Spill the cup.
But yeah, I don't know. There are a couple of times where I think violence would have been done to royalty if the men did not hold things back. This would be one of those scenes. Jamie just goes, if I just kill him right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
run him over with a horse. Just run him over with the horse. Okay.
Yeah.
That seems like a brilliant plan, Jackie. Let's do that.
Just run him over with my carriage.
No war or nothing. Yeah.
Murtaugh would have killed him in a second.
Yeah.
In a second, he would have killed him.
Slapped his head off.
He would have cut his head off.
Ran him through.
Yeah.
I think multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have.
So they were going to buy the wine, the Kent Prince, and then sell it to the comp and make a profit. 10,000 pounds. That was that. And then
in a roundabout way, but they were going to sell it, they were going to make money, and that was start getting them the backing. And once other people saw they had some money, then they were hoping, the prince was hoping, other folks would join in, and especially the King of France. That's who he's really hoping to impress.
Correct.
But first, we have to go upset Mary and Alex.
Of course we do.
Yeah, Claire again.
Is this Claire when she goes to visit Alex?
Yeah.
Because Mary told her that once he's out of prison, we're gonna go get married.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, and that's when the light bulb happens that she didn't realize that they were that serious. We just thought it was a girl crush. Oh no, they're gonna get married.
He's afraid Frank was not going to be
she gets mad.
created. Yeah. So she meddled.
That's what I didn't like about her. I'm like, really?
No,
I didn't like
that either.
Whole episode, she's meddling in other people's lives, and I'm like,
really,
sad, girl.
Really wanted her to marry Jack Black Randall's? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if there was in her mind, if there was no Frank, she never would have met Frank. She never would have married Frank, and she certainly would have gone on a second honeymoon with Frank to Scotland, and she wouldn't come to Scotland. So she's worried about Frank's future, her future, and in turn also Jamie's future, because without Claire, well, quite frankly, I think his life would have been a little safer, but we won't go there.
Well, yeah, even Sam said that.
Yeah.
I remember him saying that. Ooh,
then there wouldn't have been a story too.
Right, exactly.
Yes, I know.
But I know, but just totally Alex off. It's like, look, you're not healthy, dude. It's like, you're out. Like, Mary will be fine. You just need to move on.
You need to move on. Yeah, you can't provide for her because you're sick.
Yeah.
You just need to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
And she's honestly right. I mean, the next time we do see them later on, they're struggling. He's too sick to work.
But she doesn't know that.
No, I know, but I mean, you can foresee that that's what's going to happen in this time because there's no assistance for him.
Right.
It's not like he can, sign up for Social Security because he's not able to go to work.
Right.
But it just sort of makes you kind of hate Claire for this.
Yeah, you kind of get mad. Yeah.
Well, not even knowing, it's like, does she not remember that Jack Black Randall's going to die in the Battle of Culloden? It's like, okay, so you're going to put her on him, I guess, and then he's going to die soon. I mean, I guess to get the benefits or whatever, you know what I mean? So
well he's going to die, but she still thinks that, I don't know, she thinks Mary and Black Jack are going to have a child.
Yeah.
Isn't that her?
Yeah, she thinks that because of what Frank said about his grandmother or great grandmother or whoever she was.
Well, he thinks that his direct descendant comes from Black Jack. He doesn't know that it was a ruse in a marriage.
Correct.
Because in our time, they were reading the family tree. And that's
in the Bible.
Remember now. Okay, now
Alex wasn't even mentioned.
No. Not even mentioned. No.
He wasn't remarkable enough to write down about. I think this was the line of first sons because that's how the name goes down.
Right, by the first son. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And if Black Jack Randall was the firstborn. He was the first
Exactly.
Correct.
son. The son.
You know, I
exactly.
don't know if we touched on this one where those guys are having their conversation and he gives her the spoons, which I thought was a very sweet scene.
That was right at the beginning.
We
Yeah.
did.
That was at the beginning. I actually really
that.
liked that scene. It was very cute. And I think one thing I related about that one scene about her is that how she felt like she wasn't sure she was going to be a good mom. First of all, because she didn't have a mom to look to know what that looks like, first of all. And second of all, don't we all feel that way if we ever have kids? We don't know if are we going to be a good mom?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
And
I
especially
think every parent has that fear, right? Every parent has that fear.
I thought I would be a decent mom just because I'd been babysitting since I was 11.
Yeah.
And I babysat my sister after school every day, helped her with her homework. She's dyslexic, so helped her with her homework, had to be patient. So I knew I had like at least some skills to start off with.
Yeah, nurturing skills.
And then my list was, and all the things that my parents didn't quite do the way I wished they'd done it. That's the list that was more important to me. And again, my parents did a fabulous job. I'm a terrific human being, so they did wonderfully. But you know, those moments where you tried to ask a parent a question, and because they're raised in a different time than you are, they're too nervous to give you the question or don't know how to answer the question. Right. So be like, okay, when my daughter comes and asks me something that I should be really embarrassed about, just act like it's perfectly normal.
Mm-hmm.
So they won't be ashamed.
It takes a lot to get me embarrassed, so Brandon can ask me anything and I'll just tell him flat out.
And always the rule of secrecy. I feel like with my parents, there was so much stuff that was secret that they never told us.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
God, there's certain things, of course, as a parent, you don't tell your kids.
You learn from your friends.
But there's certain things that you should talk to them about, you know? And I just kind of related to her about that because I remember I was 35 years old, being a first mom, scared to death about being a parent. Had no idea what I was going to do. I'm like, I don't know. And I kind of related to that.
Yeah.
But I always said that being a mom was instinctive too. It was just in your being. For me, it was anyway. I just kind of knew what to do. I don't know. I was young. I was very young. I had my daughter, but it just came to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't nervous about raising my children. I was a single mom, though. I was worried about being able to pay for the things they needed. Would I be able to pay for college? Would I be able to pay for extra school?
The worry.
You know, how am I going to... My thought was like, oh my gosh, when she becomes an adult, how am I going to be able to afford 2 boxes of tampons?
Yeah.
I mean, it was the practical stuff that scared the heck out of me.
Right. All the hair.
That's all about being parenting.
Yeah. When we had my daughter, I said, I'm going to stay home. I want to stay with her. So we couldn't go out to eat. We didn't go on vacations. He was the only income back then, which was not like today. The poor women have to work. We made it through. But I chose to stay home until she, went to first grade and everything. And that I really thought that was important too, that I was there. And I know parents can't always be. And I know the kid turns out all right. Don't say I'm putting others who have to work down. But for me, it worked. I was glad I stayed home.
Yeah.
We didn't go out. Like I said, we didn't do anything. We didn't go out to eat. We didn't go to we didn't take vacations and everything. But
my first marriage was like that too. My husband worked and I stayed home with our kids, but I also ran a daycare out of my house to try and bring extra money in.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
That's work.
Yeah.
Just before and after school.
Oh,
yeah. I had a couple of toddlers that I had during the day, but I ran my daycare like a preschool. We had alphabet time. We had a little TV time, but it was like Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers. And then we would have story time and then nap time. And then it was back to like, we're going to do this project today.
And that was a good setup, Katie, because you were there when your kids went to school and you were there when they came home from school.
Kind of how I did it too.
That was a great idea.
I got a job where I could do that, where I'd send Brandon off and then I'd go to work and then I'd be home about a half hour before he came and then he came home.
And I still worked. Both worlds. You get a little extra money in the household and you still get to be mom.
Definitely.
So I stopped flying, so I was home because I wanted a different job to do that. But it's funny because then right after that all happens, I like the spoon thing. It was very cute.
Yes.
And there's the part that they cut out in that particular area where she talks about Jenny and how Jenny seems to be like the perfect mom, and he goes, well, I always knew she would be because she always took care of me. So I mean, it was just a very cute scene, and I thought that was kind of sad that they kind of cut that whole thing out. But yeah, it was a cute scene. I like that. And then the hostile spoons, I guess I don't really get that whole what that's about
Well,
exactly.
it's a
Sure.
baptismal gift. It's
What are you supposed to
whatever
do with
their
baptismal gifts?
traditions are. It's something to give the baby some wealth to start off life.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
sterling silver. They were,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe, and they were
Mm.
I know
called
our family,
apostle
we'd always
spoons.
give
But
either
there
just
must have been
spoon
12 of them. They
or
were
like a
called the
little mug.
apostle, and
Oh, we're
named
doing
for each
that again.
apostle. Yeah. Oh,
Kathy,
didn't we?
what did you say? Because I heard
Oh,
Diane.
sorry. So I know in our family, we always gave, like christening gifts was like some sort of silver spoon, like a baby spoon or like
Okay.
little silver cup or something kind of like along the same lines, not to the extent of those spoons, but something,
Okay.
Mm.
you know, that they
Yeah,
would.
my daughter's granddaughter, godfather, gave her a sterling silver, like a little pacifier ring,
Right.
pacifier, and he
Yeah.
gave
Okay.
sterling silver spoon and knife and fork.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh
so
no,
you're right. Yeah, that must be
Must be a
tradition.
spoon thing, I guess, huh?
the
Yeah.
spoon
Yeah.
scene was
So,
after the Saint Germain discussion. Sorry, I was just checking because I was like, no, wait a minute. So yeah, the spoon was after the chat with Saint Germain
Yes.
about the plan.
oh,
About
okay.
the
This
plan, and
plan.
then they go to the garden, and he meets up with what's his name and talks about and tries to help him with buying a
Poor
horse.
Sandringham.
Yeah, Sandringham.
Sandringham is so impressed with Jamie's ability to pick a horse.
Pick a
But he's like
horse.
so over the top about it. It's
I
like
know, right?
sarcasm is just dripping off his
Dripping off
tongue.
him.
Yeah.
Well, he likes him a lot, though. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. And we all
He's
know
Well,
that.
to go back though, when the Jamie and the Com Saint Germain are having this conversation, is that more of an entitlement thing where he's speaking French and Jamie speaking English? I'm like, that is so annoying. Like he's above him that he can't speak English to him about what his plans are. I'm
I've
like,
Yeah.
heard
Well, Jamie could have spoke French because he knows how to do it.
I've
yeah,
heard more than one Frenchman in a television show or movie say that they just don't like the way English tastes on
English
their
ta-
tongue, or something to that
That's
I
effect.
don't
funny.
And
doubt it because I think French are kind of like that. They're kind of, rude.
snobs.
Yeah.
You guys are so bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about how they're portrayed, not in real life. I've met a few
No, I
folks.
think that, yeah,
I'll,
we're kind of belittled by them, I think.
I have a
That's
bad
hilarious.
story about not necessarily a friend of mine, but an acquaintance from high school who was a French foreign exchange student. She was perfectly normal when she left. But when she came back, she was kind of haughty. I gotta
I
tell you,
love Paris. I thought it was amazing. I love Paris. I love France. I thought it was great.
I've
it's all
never
right.
been. My brother goes all the time, but I've never been. And my brother's like, oh, it's just like the best place ever. You need to
It
go.
is. It's
Like
fabulous.
everybody there smokes. I'm like,
It's
okay.
fabulous. I love it.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
say
guess I
about
didn't notice
Vegas. It's
that,
the
but
best place. You gotta go.
I love it.
Everybody there.
Yeah, it is
Well, they
it's a
do.
lovely city. It is. It's a city, definitely.
My
I
daughter
loved
just
it.
wants to see the Eiffel Tower. She's, Mom, can
It's
we go to Paris
fabulous.
next year? And I was like, no, probably not.
Yeah,
I love Sonora Eiffel.
Okay,
Fabulous.
where's the
something.
garden? We're picking horsies.
Horsies.
Sandringham is having a chat with Jamie and just being uppity and kind of snide with him the whole time.
Snarky. Yep.
Oh wait, no. One more thing about Saint Germain, because Saint Germain, is it Saint Germain, or maybe it's Sandringham. One of them challenges. Rather, Jamie actually even wants to see the prince. It is Saint Germain. It is Sandringham. Challenges. Rather, he really wants to see Prince Charles' father on the Jones.
On the
On
throne.
the
Yeah.
throne. I was
Yep.
going to say James and throne at the same time. That did not work.
Yeah.
On the throne. And so, very, very slyly, Jamie is answering
Good
these
job.
questions.
Good job. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and diplomatic to the
It was a
end.
great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. He
I
goes,
know.
like you said, he doesn't necessarily care for the prince, but he goes, his father does belong on the throne. So it was very nice how he said that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sidestepped
Yeah.
getting himself in some serious trouble.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
He was giving it right back to him. Right
Yeah.
back.
Great.
You could tell just by the Sandringham's look on his face. He was trying.
He looked at him, it was a
Oh,
great
how
answer.
dare you talk to me like that?
Well, he,
Yeah.
he goes, nice answer. Because he
It
knew
is, yeah.
exactly
Right.
that he was being diplomatic about what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sandringham knows how to talk out of both sides of his face. So
Yeah, really.
Jamie's picking up this skill in France that I'm not sure
Mm.
is really the best skill, but it's useful.
It's
Right.
useful.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Claire meets what's her name? Demayak chick. What's her name?
Annalise.
Annalise.
Annalise Demayak. I like that name. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty.
You know
Kind of
what?
rolls off the tongue.
She too strikes me as someone who is just naturally French, kind of snarky, but not at all trying to be mean.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
She's like
Just
my
French.
Jamie, who I knew back then.
I know, right? I like that whole conversation. It was very interesting.
I know. It was a wonderful conversation. It was. She was
Well,
so
she
young.
turned him into a man, is what she
Yeah.
said to her.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would
said-
say, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
say I think the way she speaks to her, she can't really help it. It's just French. But I don't think she means it as mean, or she wouldn't have said you have turned him into a man at the end. That's a
Yeah.
compliment, and
That's
it's
a
a straight up
compliment.
compliment.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a compliment. Yes.
Otherwise, it seems a little condescending.
Because she goes, when I knew him, he was a boy. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Well, it reminded me of they were sparring a little bit there.
A little,
with the-
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
sparring. Who was cleverer, if that's the word I'm looking
More-
for, you know. Yeah. But they
Well-
both up very well. They really
Claire was
did.
very clever for not slapping her at any point during the entire conversation.
Right?
Very well done.
Well done. Yes.
Yeah.
Very well done.
But then, of course, then her friend Jamie's ex notices there's a gentleman, a rather dashing gentleman, who can't stop staring at you. And curiously, Claire turns and lo and behold, it's our favorite man to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only good thing I can say about this
I have no words.
before Jamie shows up is that you can tell he's still in pain.
Yes. Yes.
Forgive me, I'm I had a little bit of an
You
accent.
said you had
some
an
time ago.
encounter with sheep. And
That's
yeah, and he goes, no cattle, he said. Cattle.
Oh, an encounter with sheep brings a whole different thing to mind.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
And not a good one.
Oh.
Not a
Yeah, an encounter,
There.
yeah.
No. I like
so
how the
what-
conversation goes between him and Claire, though. How is this possible? This has got to be fate that I see you here at the guard. I mean, the whole conversation with him is just so really.
Well, he said it was extraordinary, I think. I think the
Yeah.
word
Yes.
he used, extraordinary,
Yeah.
how
It's
that we're meeting.
unbelievable.
Yep.
And she's just
Yeah.
trying not to.
She had no words. She
Yeah,
she-
no.
Yeah, and he's
And
like,
I
surprised
was
you here, and
wondering why,
Jamie's here.
and
Why
I
are
was
you
wondering
here?
why he was there. But
Mhm.
then he explained
Explains.
he's there to look after his brother, to
Yeah.
get the brother back in with Sandringham or something, I think he said. Yeah. Mhm.
Which is literally the only decent quality he has to him is that he cares for his brother.
Brother.
Mhm.
I don't think he cares if his parents blew up and exploded, but he does care about his brother. And
Yeah.
so
It appears that way, if you can call it that. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
by no means makes him a good guy, but it's interesting, and I wonder why that's the one person he cares about. That's the only
Yeah, I don't know.
one.
It doesn't really explain that's the only why
It
that
might
he's the
be
only one that he
because-
cares for.
It might be because he's so vulnerable. He knew Alex was very vulnerable. He was probably sickly all his life and everything.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
maybe
a psycho. Vulnerability is a target.
Well,
Yeah, right.
I think it touched his heart. And it's a relative, don't forget. He's related to him, and he grew
Yeah,
up with him.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
I would love to hear more of Diane's thoughts on why did he give a crap?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not
Why is
sure.
that? What is it about Alex? The encounter with the king here,
My God, this is fun.
it's the bestest. I love it.
I
I can
love it.
watch it over and over again. Can I also
One-
point out, I like the French uniforms better than the English uniforms. I've
Yes.
thought this every time I've seen
Yeah.
this. And on top of that, I like the king's uniform when he's
Mhm.
walking with the soldiers in this scene even better. It's
Yeah.
so flourishy, and yet he compliments Jack Randall's colorful uniform or vibrant uniform. I believe
Right.
is what he said. And I'm like, that's not that vibrant. I mean, yeah, it's red,
Mhm.
but other than going, we're a target, hit us here, I'm not really sure.
Did he say he thought the uniform was like old or something? Because I think it.
He said he doesn't
feel like-
see it on the king's court very often, is what
Yeah,
he
he
said.
doesn't see it around the court very often.
Very
But I
Right.
think that's because the English and the French are generally not the best of friends. There are a couple of moments in history where they got along, kinda.
Yeah,
Kinda. Yeah.
but not
like,
often. Not
yeah,
often.
but it's like once William the Conqueror set up shop, it was sort of like, and now we're not friends anymore. With any of y'all Francos, it's not good stuff. But every now and then, the two kings would meet and they would get along for a little while, marry each other's daughters or sisters or something. And
Right.
so there would be like peace for 10 years. Woo! Out of 100.
I just like how he tears them apart this whole conversation, basically. It's
And then
hilarious.
walks up like,
And make them get on
why
his
are
knees.
you here?
It's hilarious.
Let's
Take
hear
a
some
simple
of your
conversation.
favorite.
Get on your knees,
The getting on,
Yeah.
well, that's why I made that the thumbnail, because I was like, that's perfect. But what are your favorite one-liners? We're gonna call them one-liners from the king to Jack. We've got him complimenting his uniform. My favorite part, I will say, and it's okay if it's the only good one, is him making fun of his English or his French accent,
Yeah.
while at the same time going, "Oh, I'm so sorry if I offended you, Miss Fraser. Your accent is flawless
Flawless,
and wonderful
yeah.
at all times," which is just twist the knife a little bit more in
Yeah.
Jack.
I like when he asked him to get on his knees.
Yeah.
I just think that is hilarious.
You should beg. You should beg.
And then
Beg.
and then later on he goes, "You didn't have to do that. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
need
don't
you
have to do that.
He goes, "You
Not
take that so
now."
literal."
He went
said
back
so.
on.
I
just
didn't
to
want
make
you
him-
to stain
Yeah.
your pretty breeches.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great. You English take that so literal. He says.
Yeah.
Like,
Jack
okay.
it's like, oh my God. Like, he just wants to slice them right now.
He is such a pompous thing too.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
awful too.
I wonder if it's because he could tell that there was tension between Claire and him, or if it's just because he's an English soldier and it's just fun to pick
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, he loved picking on him,
Yeah,
definitely.
picking on him. And I like how Jamie just kind of laughs at the whole thing. He just kind of grins because he's getting his own.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, Irma, come back to
I know, right?
Yeah,
Good.
I think Jamie and Claire were very amused, at the whole situation, and the king seemed very effeminate at doing this. I don't.
He has
that,
his little.
yeah, yeah, and just the way he stood and walked.
He always has his hands on every time he wants someone to go or come or something. He's always got his hands going on.
around. Yeah,
So, was he effeminate or do you call it aristocratic? I don't know. Maybe it's.
yeah.
I'm not
Maybe
sure there was
both.
a difference because you remember they're all wearing heels right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a different gauge of masculinity back then than there is now.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little difficult to judge that.
Yeah.
You know what fascinated me too? Wherever the king went, he always had a bunch of people with him.
Always.
Even when
Yeah.
he's sitting,
Entourage.
even when he's sitting on the toilet, there's a whole bunch
Entourage.
of people all around. And everything.
He has an entourage.
If he's ever alone by himself, he could just,
Right.
it just killed me. It really did. He's always got all these people. Of course, they're bodyguards too. I'm sure.
Mhm.
You know.
Well, remember that tending the prince's or king's stool was a privilege.
That's
So,
hilarious.
watching him take a number 2 was like,
I know.
you're really in society now.
Mhm.
Oh my God. That was
Dude, make me a scullery
terrible.
maid, please.
Yeah. I guess that was true too. I don't know. Or in the mind of Diana, I don't know, but that was amazing when you go in there. And women weren't allowed; just the men were allowed there to
Men.
watch.
Well, thank gosh. I mean, seriously, do you want to go in there for that? I don't.
Mhm.
That's not.
No.
No.
Yeah. Well,
It's not
that
my
was
idea of a good time.
that was in it. That was already discussed, I'm sure, by that episode with him doing that. And Jamie says, "Have eat porridge." I think he said.
Yeah, that was a couple
Yeah,
episodes
that's the
ago.
porridge
Yeah.
episode.
About
Yeah.
Well, before they leave the garden, well, Claire says she's not feeling well, and
Yep.
so the king dismisses her, and then of course
Dismisses
dismisses Jamie to go tend to her.
Yep.
And they go, "Are you really not feeling well?" And she says, "No, I just wanted to get away." Cool. Just wait a moment. He goes back and says something
Yeah.
to Blackjack. We don't know what it could possibly be. But he challenges him to a duel.
Yeah.
And then Claire makes An interesting decision.
Did you all notice how he kind of looked? The dude actually had a nerve to touch him. He had a nerve
Oh
to
yeah,
touch
they
him.
were
Yeah.
And he kind of looks down at his hand. I'm like, oh, the dude had a nerve to touch him.
they were physically very cordial, which is odd to watch.
Yes.
Like, ooh.
But they aren't allowed to actually fight in front of the king. They can't
No,
do
not
anything there.
nope.
So they have a plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Claire's immediately when they drop him off at the house, she says, "Take me to the Bastille," and she swears out a complaint against Captain Jack, saying that he's the one who assaulted Mary and herself.
Me? A false accusation?
Yeah, he's all, "Oh my gosh, what did?" I mean, she's not going to get any trouble. I made a mistake. That's all she has to say because of her status in society.
Right.
All she has to do is go, "Whoops."
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And there
it's an
she goes,
English soldier, so we're pretty sure that no one's going to care.
They don't care. Yeah, right.
There
They're not
she
gonna
goes meddling again. She's
Mhm.
meddling again.
Yeah.
Where she
Yeah,
shouldn't
she
be, but she's so worried about, Frank. This is
Well,
all
at
about
this point too, it's like, okay, doesn't Claire know in her mind? She knows like Blackjack Randall's death date. So if they have a duel, she knows at this point he's not going to die. Or
Well,
is it
no. They
because
still
it's
think
illegal?
she still thinks that they
They
can
still think they
change
can change it.
time.
Yeah, they
That's
Oh,
still
the
think they
whole
can change it.
point of this season is
Correct.
to change the
Mhm.
future.
Future.
Yeah.
Make sure that the battles in Scotland don't happen. That
Don't
there
happen.
is no
a
uprising.
lot. Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
And that we also learned that that's not going to happen.
Right.
But up until now, she's afraid that they could literally change time and
And change
erase
history.
Frank from history,
Correct.
and which is not bad for
Which is-
anybody, but her
But her-
really at this point.
Acceptable. Yeah.
and this whole next scene is like just so gut wrenching because she's like, no, don't, because Frank won't be born yet, knowing that you were,
Yeah.
I love that whole scene. That whole argument is amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
Sam did such an amazing job in this
He
scene.
really
I really do
Oh,
think
yeah.
he did an amazing job in this scene.
Mhm.
He's like, do I have to bear everyone else's weakness and not have my own?
Yeah. And
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that,
oh,
no, he made me
it's so good.
like,
Yeah.
God, how could you?
How could you know what
Yeah.
he did to me? I mean, the whole thing was just so
Yeah.
good. It was a good
Yeah.
scene.
And Claire, it always bugs me. She's like a brat sometimes. She always has to have her way, and she
Yes.
always gets her way too. He always gives in to her, and it just kills me the way he does. But I understand her point of view too, what she was trying to do. But she's sitting there
Yeah.
crying like a little spoiled brat, and and finally he gives in to her, and like he always does,
With the knowledge that they think they have, that they can change time,
Yeah.
I can understand why she is so adamant that no, there cannot be a duel. No, you cannot do this. It will change. I won't be here. Frank won't be here. But the most impossible part of that is explaining to your current husband why
Who
he
doesn't-
needs to try to save the life of your previous
Future.
husband.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very unusual, very
Yeah.
unusual situation. Yes,
This
definitely.
is not something my husband ever has to worry about me saying.
And Jamie's going strictly on feeling and what happened to him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mind, he doesn't at this time he's almost not really caring. I don't care. I just need to kill him. It's either him or me. I can't
Mhm.
live in this world if he's there. So
Mhm.
Yes.
what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it shows you just how much he loves Claire.
Yeah, he's
He's
very
Mhm.
willing
emotional.
to put it off again for just
He
a year.
always
That's all she
does.
promised was
Yeah.
asked
One year,
for was
one day.
1 year.
Here.
But again, the devotion he has, the love he has, the respect. As much as he's mad at her right now,
Ooh, mad.
he still has all of that, the respect, the love.
Yeah, you
Um,
never saw Jamie say, "Don't touch me" to
Mhm.
I
Claire.
love that. It's the very end. That's how they do that. Very end of
Yeah.
that.
Don't
Yeah.
This
touch
is
me.
where it was kind of the, like their marriage is like on the way out because of everything that's happened thus far. It's like,
Yeah.
Correct.
oh,
And
And
they're at
what's
the
to
opposite ends of the
And what's
room.
to happen too.
It's like,
when the
don't
few-
touch me.
what's-
Yeah.
And the whole bottom line is that she didn't have to worry about Frank because he wasn't
But
the father. Yeah.
But she doesn't
But
know
she
that.
didn't
She's,
know
doesn't
there,
know
she's
that.
protecting him. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they don't know that yet.
Mhm.
it's an impossible situation, and she's trying to handle it as best and as honestly as she can.
mhm.
Mhm. Mhm. Definitely.
But that pretty much takes us to the end of this episode. Again, not tons happened, but the things that happened are very important to what's going to be happening next.
And
Right.
the ending was very intense between the two of them, and I just it's like
is that how it ended? That's how
with
this
them both
episode
at the
Yeah.
opposite ends of the room. After he says, "Don't touch me," he
Yeah.
walks away and she walks away to the end of the room. I think that was when this first aired. That was like the mid-season finale, if I remember right. Someone said, I think Rod Moore dude said that this was like their end season in the middle of the season, like November, December. So they had to wait like a month before they knew what had happened.
Yeah.
Faith would have made more sense, or Best Laid Schemes would have made more sense as the mid, because there's 13 episodes and this is only 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I could have swore that's what they said, but I don't know. Yeah, I know it wasn't Faith. I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, it's a crazy way to end the series, because these two are our romantic heroes, and to see them separate like that with such dissenting ideas of what should be happening next.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. And and he had his convictions, what he wanted to do, but she had her convictions, and she was so much trying to make him understand why.
He didn't understand because he was too emotional. Too emotionally close to what was happening.
And it was weird what she was asking him, why he couldn't kill him. That was a lot to ask, Definitely.
It's one of those where nobody's wrong, but there's no way to make it right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But that kind of takes us to the end of this episode until Diane knows what happens next. None of us have any idea because we've never seen these shows before.
Any idea?
No clue. Boy, I hope they make it. I'm pulling for these two.
Yeah. Well,
I'm actually gonna, if we were gonna rate this, I'd give this like a 4.5. Not because it could have been more exciting or it was badly written, but because it's sort of, you're waiting for more to happen, and the only really thrilling stuff, if you call it thrilling, happens in the last few minutes of the episode.
Right, and it was almost just like a quick go between episode to get us to the next launch head, or go between episode to get us to the next episode.
It was like a setup to set up thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of setup. Yeah,
and I mean, this show was on for 10, 11 years. Every episode can't be one, exciting, perfect, and everything too. Yeah, but it was good. It kept. I just love it. I just love the whole thing. I really do. That's why I couldn't stop watching. And I can tell you how I ended it, but what ended episode 7, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to, because we're not allowed to do that. I would love to say something, but I have self-control.
You want. I won't tell anybody. I mean, I'll broadcast it, but I won't tell anybody.
Oh boy.
We've had heavy commenting going on over this the whole time. But Cynthia, Stacy, Jan, Vicky popped in here right at the end. Hi, Vicky. And Lorraine Gavigan is here too. So we've had some folks having chats. Lorraine, just when she came in, she goes, "It's me." So it's you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everyone saw at the intro to the episode the hand with the birthmark that was removing the pin from the wheel housing. That was last episode. Yes, we commented on it because that is a foretelling moment that lets you know what's going to happen.
Right.
Just not a lot of stuff that we're talking about. This silver saviors and cups were what were received for our baptismal gifts. I'm not Catholic, so Catholic people need to fill in this information.
Yeah, me neither.
Kathy did that for us and let us know.
I like how Jamie thought if there's 13 spoons, they could have 13 kids. She's like, really?
No.
What are you going to do, pop them out? Because it ain't going to be me.
But yeah, never once that time, for all the baptisms and everything that I went to for our family, cousins and all that, I never saw anything like spoons like that. That might have gone, back a lot further, but definitely the silver cups and the silver spoons and just little. In fact, I think one of my mom's cousins gave my son like some silver coins, I think from the year he was born.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So from like 1992, he got like a $50, a quarter, and something else. I don't know. So silver was the big thing for sure. So
yeah. My daughter's spoon, I used it as and when we didn't use it anymore, I would use it like for a little condiment thing, if you were having mustard or mayonnaise.
Right.
And I always thought kind of used.
I continued to use it after she grew up and everything. I think I might still have it in there.
The big thing was engraving them too. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it engraved. I'm like, down the road, I'm like, I still have my kids' things, but I'm like, well, what the heck do you do with it then?
Yeah. I guess that's what I don't really get the points. I guess.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do with those?
I guess it's just tradition. Well, the set gave her. That's how I set her. It came in handy. I used every bit of it.
Yeah.
It was
Melt that sucker down and sell it.
Yeah, I did use it. I used, like I said, for many years. I probably still have it in there if I'm not mistaken. And it was a little knife too. So I would use that as a cheese spread when I had cheese or something and crackers. I would use that.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, with sterling silver. Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Cynthia points out that they moved on to savings bonds, which is what my kids got.
Oh my God, yeah.
From the grandparents.
That's what mine
were.
got.
Yeah, everybody gave, and I collected them for my pay, and my son and daughter had so much that when they went to college, that's much of it was used for their college, like for their first year of college. Came in really handy. I don't know.
Usually like $25 that you could cash in like 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, that's the
By
funny
the
thing.
time they graduated, it had matured.
Yeah.
Do they still give savings bonds? I don't know.
Well, all I know is that the savings bonds that my ex-husband's grandparents gave our kids got left behind when we left the house. So he used them for something. I don't know what. But that's okay. My kids both they all went to school if they wanted to go to school. They only had to take out tiny loans because they had scholarships out the wazoo. Because mommy makes sure they got good grades and were involved in after school and extracurriculars.
Very good.
Yeah.
And I think they're both already paid off.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even hit 30. I'm pretty sure they're both debt free.
I think anybody gives anything, it's mostly just like a gift card or something.
That's what they did.
A little bit, something useful. So
you could buy formula for a month.
Yeah, or diaper.
I know when my daughter went to college, she needed a computer, and that's what my mother bought her. Back then, the computers were very, very expensive. It was a tiny little thing, and that was her graduation present from high school. She bought her a computer for college. That was a big help for me too. I didn't have to pay for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of a requirement.
Yes. Yeah. You had to have one at that time.
Yeah. I believe we are all set. I know it was a city. I knew it was a P city. Okay, they're having their own conversation. We're not involved. That's okay. We had like 10 different conversations that had nothing to do with this episode.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. We still, I think, stayed 80% on course. So I think we're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, luckily we were able to, cover everything
It's a quick episode to cover because there isn't, a tons of intrigue. I mean, there is some intrigue, but it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of intricacies.
Right.
You know what?
Intricacies.
It's not that intricate.
Yeah.
Intricacies. I want to put extra R's in there today.
And I just want to say, I forgot. I wanted to say one thing when she said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And Jamie comes up to her, and holds her stomach and he said, you will be able to do this. And he said, we'll be able to do this. And
you'll learn and we'll learn together. Yeah. Very sweet.
Me. And and he just looks so good. Oh boy.
He did look good.
Yeah.
I think at this point they're still with their own hair. It's not to the wig point yet.
Correct.
It's only second season.
It's like, ugh, that's
Oh,
nasty.
I thought the last, I read somewhere where the last episodes of season one was their hair because it was falling out and everything. I don't think this was his hair. I'm
Yeah, it
not
was.
sure.
I think he
I
had the
think
hair up until
second
season
season.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, all through second season they
Second
did. So
season?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
feel
he
like
had it.
that's. I'll double
yeah, yeah,
check it, but I'm pretty sure it was through season 2.
Yeah.
at least through season
Oh,
2. I think even maybe, well, maybe start of season 3. I don't know, somewhere in that
Mhm.
area. Yeah.
see, I thought it was just at the end of season one that he
Mm-mm.
didn't have hair.
No.
Oh, I but I had read that some because his hair was falling out. They were saying because
I think it was
were
considered
dyeing
a
it,
different
bleaching
color.
it. And, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of processing to try to make sure you don't have brown roots at the bottom because
Yeah.
Now
that
was it
happens.
Claire's hair too? Was it her real hair too? Or was
Yes.
she
Her hair, yeah, it's a later.
But
Yes.
hers,
Because
they
she
were
started wearing
perming, not
wigs
coloring.
too.
They had to perm it constantly,
Right.
so it had the right amount
Right.
of curl,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
that didn't fly for too long. Because if you, I mean, I used to get perms all the time,
Oh yeah.
and I obviously color my hair all the time, but I'm like really careful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And I
have
don't
to
have to
be.
do it every 10 days or anything.
Yeah.
So
Right.
over processing will just destroy your scalp.
Yeah.
Well, I was 14 and I started bleaching my hair with pure peroxide.
Oh,
Good
gee.
child.
It was just right out of the bottle. You know
Right.
that they call it bottle blonde? Well, that's what I was. My fingers were all white and tingly. But boy, we had blonde hair, I'll tell you.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I have all my hair's thinning now too, but back then it worked though. Just plain old peroxide, it worked.
I
Uh,
can't pull off blonde. I tried to go blonde once. It just doesn't work. My coloring, it doesn't blonde.
yeah.
It
Well,
doesn't work.
my mother always said you have dirty blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's
My
kind
Blonde.
hair is dirty blonde,
I
and
kind of
that was supposed to be,
here for a while.
a compliment too. That
Yeah.
was supposed to be
Yeah.
a compliment. A dirty blonde.
Kathy's hair is either really dark blonde or really light brown. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
in between dirty blonde. But I did have it blonde at one time because a friend of mine was my hairstylist. And so I was like her guinea pig. And so she would always be perming my hair. And then one day she's like, well, I'm going to highlight it. And I think she was still learning. So, when you put the thing out and you pull the hair through, I was like a complete blonde. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that was different.
Did you have more fun that month?
Well, yeah, I mean, I tell you what, we used to go to a lot of bars and stuff, and I'm telling you, I'm like, I probably got picked up more then, than I would have any other time. So
All
There
right,
you go.
blondes have more fun.
it was kind of fun. Thank God it
Well,
grew out. So
I don't know about that, but yeah, I was blonde all my life. Then I started using packaged stuff and everything. It was just the way it went. But I was at the store the other day, and this girl had iridescent color hair. It was
Yeah.
like yours, Katie, purple, but it was green, and it was all iridescent. I probably in the dark she lit up. Probably.
That's awesome. I want to find
I
out
would
how
love
she does that.
to
I
see her
want.
in the
That's what
dark.
I
I
want.
bet
I want to
she
glow.
glowed because it was.
She
She was
glowed.
telling somebody the process and the line while we were waiting to check out. It was absolutely fascinating, and God only knows how much it cost her. But it was iridescent. I never saw anything like it. It was just, if I had the nerve, I would have said, I wanted to say, may I take a picture of your hair? But I don't, I don't know if people like
Just
that.
tell her you have fantastic hair. She'll appreciate it. When people stop me,
Yeah.
they go, "Love your hair. Thanks so much," because it takes a minute. So it's nice to be appreciated.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So I guess she would have considered it a compliment if I asked her if I could
Yeah.
take a
Totally.
picture.
She probably totally would have.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of chickened out. She was very proud of it, though. I'll say that much. Very
I'm sure.
proud of it. Yeah.
well, I was at the zoo today with my sister-in-law, and it's like, oh my God, you didn't see every person with every color hair today. Some kid had like green and brown mixed together. Some had iridescent hair, like you said. Some were just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
every color of
like,
the rainbow. Much.
yeah. There was many different colors. It actually was interesting, but I wouldn't want to walk around like that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's
One
all right.
time for
Hey,
me. Yeah.
it's a very personal decision when you go
Mhm.
like, I think I'm going
Yes.
to. I was
Yeah.
a redhead when I met my husband. A long hair, red hair, true carrot top out of a bottle, not my actual hair. But and so when I went purple, he was just like, "All right." I mean, this is the woman you married. It's who knows what's going to walk out of the bathroom when she goes in with a colored bottle.
Right.
So,
Well, like getting a tattoo, it's like a personal thing. So, but you make your so.
well, ladies, I am gonna because I
Yeah.
promised my husband we would not go for 2 hours, and if we
Oh,
continue
yeah.
this, we're gonna do this for a while.
Definitely don't
Uh,
need to.
they're having Linda. Hi, Linda. Everybody else has said I wanted to say hi to Linda too. Hi, Linda. They've been having their own conversation. We aren't involved. Not the most interesting episode, but an important episode with information necessary for some of the best episodes that will be coming up.
Coming up.
Yes,
Yes.
to set things up. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because
I
in the
think it
next
was-
step, yeah.
I'd give it a 4.
Yeah, I'd say a 4.5, because it's not like it
Yeah.
was bad. It just wasn't like really thrilling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that a 4 out of 5 or a 4 out of 10?
4
10
out of
or
5.
5.
4 out of
4 out
5.
of 5.
I would say like a 4.5.
Yeah. Yeah. I like all the episodes. All the episodes that Jamie's in.
Uh-huh.
I love them.
He's in quite a few, Diane, so you're in for a treat.
So I guess they're all 5s to me.
Yes.
And
Not
even
something except-
even his outfits were beautiful. Brocade.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The things
Very.
he wore absolutely
Embroidered-
stunning.
Yeah, they were.
Embroidered vests were gorgeous.
Everything
Yeah.
is embroidered. It's incredible to me the time and energy that had to be made into the fabric, much less the designs of the
satin.
gowns
Yeah.
and just everything. It's incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Do you think when season 8 is over that they will win some Emmys or something? Do you think they will?
I
know.
hope that
or
they get
people just think
recognition
it's
on
old.
some level. I'm honestly, it's me. I'm not the actor. I don't honestly care if they win an Emmy. I just want them to win some recognition.
Yes, that's
And that's
it.
why I don't get upset about them getting, BAFTA, Scotland BAFTAs, because it's a Scotland show. It's made in Scotland.
Maybe
And
Scotland.
besides, a lot of times they just aren't allowed to get Emmys because they don't have the right contracts that would be.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they've explained this because it's filmed in Scotland. If there aren't enough American SAG actors, or there's a lot of little things that go into it, and I feel like I did a whole episode around season 6 that explained this, and you would think I'd remember it, but I've made a few videos since then, and sometimes it gets jumbled in my head. But there's you have to meet certain requirements to be allowed to win an Emmy, and some of that can't be reached because they're in Scotland, because it's Scottish actors, because there aren't enough of this, or whatever.
I mean, I guess
It's
when
a
you say it,
technicality, really.
kind of makes sense,
But
but
isn't that Meryl Davis and that Ronald D. Moore and Matthew Robb? Aren't they all Americans?
Yeah, but they're
Male
not actors. They're not
No,
actors,
but
though.
they're showrunners. They're
That has
But-
nothing to do with Emmys,
But
though.
if they're under
people
contract
behind it
with
are
a
American.
Scotland, but if they're under contract with a Scottish production company,
Right.
and that's just for example,
they don't
then
qualify.
that might make it
Right.
so that they aren't
Don't
eligible
qualify.
for an Emmy, because that is an American
Right.
award.
Award. Correct.
Well, they could keep their Emmys because it was certainly an upbeat for the country of Scotland and
Oh,
for
yeah.
the people. And
Yeah.
it really helped the tourist trade and everything, So, but in the beginning of Outlander, when in 2014, did they win any Emmys or anything? See, I
I
wasn't
feel
into
like
it back.
they were eligible for Emmys earlier. I don't know if
They
they
didn't
won
win?
specifically or not, or if they were even nominated. But I know that from year to year, it will depend on contractually whether they are eligible, depending on the actors, depending on. And it's in Scotland, but I mean, lots of stuff's recorded in or
All
filmed
over the world.
in other countries.
Yeah.
It
Right,
really depends
right.
on the cast, the crew, the writers, and the production company, and all this other stuff that's behind the scenes that we don't see. We
Right.
might go, that is an Emmy-worthy performance, and it really might be,
Mhm.
but they aren't eligible.
Right.
Wow. Okay. I see. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's annoying, but that's why they have the BAFTAs and why they have multiple different award shows for filmmaking, for television, because just because you aren't getting an Emmy doesn't mean you're not being recognized in the
Yeah.
best way possible for
We-
what you've
there
done.
were-
Mhm.
And People's Choice Awards is anybody. So,
Yeah, right.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
yeah,
we know what their worth is, so
yeah.
we know how good
exactly.
they are.
And
Well,
we
I don't-
like them. That's the important thing. We like them.
Yeah, I don't
They
think Katrina or Sam or anybody that works for Outlander is going, boy, they just don't think we're good enough. No.
yeah,
Otherwise,
Mhm.
they wouldn't have this incredible following.
Right.
Huge fans that are incredibly loyal. We wait a year and a half between
Yeah.
seasons for
Seasons,
pity
yeah.
freaking
Dedication.
sakes.
and it's been going on for 11 years too.
Mhm.
We
Yep.
people have waited over 11 years
It's
to
going to
watch
be 12
the show.
by the time we
Yeah.
get the 8th
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it will be. It'll be over 12 years before that happens. Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope
True.
I'm alive. I hope I'm alive to see episode 8. I really
Everybody
do.
eat
I'm
your vegetables. Go take
Yeah.
a 20-minute walk at least every
Eat
other day.
healthily.
Do some
Mhm.
weightlifting. Just cardiovascular
Yep.
exercises. We all
So
want
you'll
to be
be alive
around
by
for
then. Yeah.
season
You'll
8
be alive
and
by
book
Yeah.
10. 10.
Yeah,
Book 10. Yeah.
yeah. I'll go to the gym. I'm going to go to
All
the
right.
gym.
All right, go do that. I'm going to go see if my husband and I had something we were going to try to watch tonight. If it happens to be on, we weren't really sure. So we're going to go check out some stuff.
Some stuff.
Kathy,
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Kathy, love you. Jackie, love you. Diane,
Yeah,
love
love you.
you.
Love you.
Thank you
I
so much,
too.
as always, ladies,
Good
for
chat.
joining me while we
Yeah.
didn't have to rip it apart. I'm so happy. While we
No.
discuss cordially a wonderful episode
Yeah. Yeah.
We
and
did a good
occasionally
job.
other stuff.
Right.
We did a good job to make it
Yeah, we did.
interesting. Definitely.
All right. In that case.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Good
All
night.
right,
Night.
guys. Love you all. And that is it. Oh, see, now I can pretend that this is the me show. No. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. We did, I think, a pretty decent in-order discussion. But again, not one of the busiest episodes, just a lot of interesting information that will come up later in the season. Of course, there are no spoilers here. We've all seen this. And if not, oops. But I hope you enjoyed the chat either way. Don't forget, we are going to do Die Hard on Wednesday. I do have to let you know, and I need to put this in the video tomorrow too, that my email was down over the weekend. So anything sent, I believe, from about Thursday evening on until yesterday night didn't come through. And not because I'm being rude and not taking emails, but because the email was a gift from my husband to myself, the email server, and they needed an update payment, and he didn't update the payment when the email came through because he didn't see it. So what I noticed when Jackie let me know that the emails were not coming through, that she was getting failure notices, I asked my husband. That's all it was. So I am getting emails. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm pretty sure I still have a space filled or space empty for our Die Hard chat. Yeah, I got Jackie, I got Cynthia. So I have an empty space if you'd like to join us for the Die Hard chat. First come, first serve. Doesn't matter if you've been on one of our chats before or not. If you like Die Hard, you want to watch it, chat about it, send me an email. I'll make sure you get put on the list, and I will send you an invite Wednesday before the chat. And that is everything. Thank you. Thank you again for everybody for joining us. Don't forget to give this a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't and hated it immensely, more power to you for putting up with us for this long. But give us a thumbs down. Either way, don't forget to comment and all that other fun stuff. Thanks to my members. Thanks to any contributors to this channel. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Jan. I know you were in here somewhere earlier. And of course, Stacy. Anybody who pops in, and Linda. If I didn't, don't say hi to you. I just wanted to say thanks so much to everybody for popping by. Now go to bed. Go do something interesting. Listen to us talk. We're done, so there's not a lot to listen to now. And I will be here tomorrow live, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for something out.